The comic kicks off with Jennifer Walters, better known as She-Hulk, and Augustus, Pugliese, as they work together to create a special signal. Pug is eager to repay Spider-Man for a favor he once did for him, so they use the signal to call in Spider-Man, who swings in with his signature humor. After a quick introduction, Pug reveals his plan to help Spider-Man legally take revenge on Jonah Jameson, the notorious publisher of the Daily Bugle, who has been relentlessly smearing Spider-Man in his newspaper to boost circulation. Spider-Man, knowing how much damage Jonah's false accusations have caused, agrees to the plan. Meanwhile, Ditto, a shape-shifting messenger, arrives at the Daily Bugle to deliver a lawsuit notice to Jonah. Unknown to the public, Spider-Man is actually Peter Parker, who only shares his secret with his girlfriend, Mary Jane. Peter excitedly tells MJ about the upcoming lawsuit, but MJ wisely advises him to focus on using the case to help people, reminding him that he'll win as Spider-Man, not as Peter Parker. Pug, knowing the importance of the case, asks Jen to lead it, but she initially refuses, insisting that Pug should handle it himself. However, after much persuasion, she agrees to take the lead. As the trial approaches, Scorpion, one of Spider-Man's fiercest enemies, teams up with Alistair Smythe, the creator of the Spider Slayers, planning to eliminate both Spider-Man and Jonah. On the day of the trial, Pug and Jen are optimistic as John Jameson, Jonah's son, agrees to testify against his father. The hearing begins, and Pug presents his case, emphasizing that Spider-Man has saved countless lives and is not the villain Jonah paints him to be. John Jameson testifies that Spider-Man once saved his life, only for Jonah to falsely accuse Spider-Man of orchestrating the event for publicity. Despite NASA's investigation clearing Spider-Man of any wrongdoing, Jonah had plastered the false story on the front page. A police officer testifies that Jonah had repeatedly tried to frame Spider-Man for crimes he didn't commit, claiming he had proof that Spider-Man was actually notorious villains like Sandman or Mysterio. But each time, these accusations were proven false. Jonah tries to shift the blame onto Peter Parker, claiming it was Parker who provided the incriminating photos. The judge, however, orders Jonah to remain silent. Pug then calls Betty Brant as a witness, who reveals that Jonah once instructed her to falsely blame Spider-Man for a warehouse fire caused by Dr. Doom, all for the sake of boosting the Daily Bugle sales. Another Bugle employee testifies that half of their advertising budget was spent on billboards depicting Spider-Man as a menace, which significantly spiked the newspaper's circulation. Spider-Man himself eventually takes the stand, swinging into the courtroom in his usual style. Jonah's lawyer objects to Spider-Man's mask, questioning his true identity, but Spider-Man quips back, pointing out that no one else could make such an entrance. To confirm his identity, Pug presents an Avengers issue scanner that verifies Spider-Man's membership in the team. Spider-Man then addresses the court, explaining how Jonah's articles twisted the truth to portray him as a villain. He even jokes that one of the reasons Jonah hates him is because he's black, drawing laughter from the courtroom. However, Jonah's lawyer accuses Spider-Man of harassing Jonah by webbing him to his chair and leaving him dangling from buildings. Spider-Man defends his actions, stating that it was all in response to the lies Jonah published about him. The lawyer then brings up serious allegations, accusing Spider-Man of being responsible for the deaths of Captain George Stacy and his daughter Gwen, as well as bringing the alien symbiote to Earth, which eventually led to the creation of Venom and Carnage. After Spider-Man finishes his testimony, Pug and Jen commend him for doing well, but Spider-Man's spider sense starts tingling, warning him that danger is near. Just then, a super-speed messenger from the mailroom rushes in, informing them that Scorpion, along with a squad of Spider Slayer robots, is on his way to kill Spider-Man. Wasting no time, Spider-Man and She-Hulk head out to intercept Scorpion before he can reach the courtroom. As the battle unfolds, Spider-Man and She-Hulk fight side by side, trying to stop Scorpion. When they confront him, Scorpion reveals his desire for revenge against Spider-Man, blaming him for being trapped in the Scorpion suit. Spider-Man and She-Hulk remind him that it was Jonah Jameson who put him in the suit as part of one of his schemes. Realizing this, Scorpion turns his attention to the courtroom, intending to kill Jonah. She-Hulk warns him that if he does, Jonah, who is on the verge of losing the case and being forced to pay millions in damages, might escape justice by claiming self-defense. Just as Scorpion makes his move, Spider-Man knocks him out, preventing him from causing further chaos. Back in the courtroom, Pug successfully argues that Jonah has connections to the supervillain community, using his influence to create chaos while portraying Spider-Man as the menace. He concludes that Jonah is the real villain, with Spider-Man constantly cleaning up his mess. The first day of the trial ends with Peter Parker reading an article about the case at a cafe when Ditto, disguised as Mary Jane, approaches him. Peter starts discussing the article with her, but Ditto reveals his true form, serving Peter with a legal notice. As the trial resumes, Pug begins questioning Peter Parker, who is now on the stand. Pug proves that Peter created fake photos of Spider-Man's battles, contributing to the defamation, and argues that Peter, along with Jonah, should be held accountable. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Peter, as Spider-Man, approaches Pug and Jen, expressing his desire to settle the case. They bring the offer to Jonah, proposing that both Jonah and Peter publicly apologize while wearing chicken suits in front of the Daily Bugle office. Jonah's lawyer advises him to accept the settlement to avoid paying a hefty fine, and reluctantly, Jonah agrees. The next day, both Jonah and Peter Parker stand outside the Daily Bugle, handing out public apologies in chicken suits, much to the amusement of Pug and Jen, who watch and laugh at the spectacle. What stands out about this story is how it cleverly combines legal drama with superhero action, offering a fresh perspective on the Spider-Man narrative. We often see Spider-Man battling villains and saving the day, but rarely do we witness him seeking justice in a courtroom. This comic highlights the idea that even superheroes are not above the law and sometimes need to use the legal system to fight back against defamation and slander. It also underscores the theme that words can be as powerful as actions. Jonah Jameson's relentless smear campaign against Spider-Man reveals the harm that can be done when media is used irresponsibly. Through this story, we see Spider-Man not just as a web-slinging hero but also as someone who values truth and integrity, fighting for his reputation and the truth, even when the battle moves from the streets to the courtroom. And let's not forget the humor and camaraderie in this tale. The unique team-up of Spider-Man and She-Hulk, both in and out of the courtroom, adds a layer of fun and lightheartedness to the narrative, reminding us that even in the face of serious accusations, there's room for humor and friendship. It's a great example of how superhero stories can explore deeper themes while still delivering action and entertainment. If you enjoyed exploring this unique storyline with me, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What did you think of Spider-Man's approach to clearing his name in court? Drop your comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep swinging high and stay true to your values. You can also watch the full collaboration of Justice League and Avengers to fight a villain, and you can also watch how symbiote Spider-Man humbles the Iron Man. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more.